and welcome to episode 5 of Up Too Late. Today we have some more news, and we have all of our hosts today.
Hey, I'm back.
Yeah,
And
you're back.
I still won't leave.
Yeah, exactly. It's becoming a problem.
Right?
Like, jeez.
Yeah, I should go to something else.
Yeah, but yeah.
Like another podcast.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's my news for like the whole thing. Mm-hmm. I'm on another podcast now.
Yeah, you guys should check it out.
Yeah, it's called Comics Films Life.
Yeah, so if you like any of those three things, you know, it's a decent thing to listen to.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah. So, do you care to explain your absence from last time, or?
Yeah, what's your friggin' excuse there?
I was playing Melee, and it was fun.
Yeah,
I pressed buttons, and then other people pressed buttons, and then my little guy died, and...
On a scale from 1 to carpal tunnel syndrome, how fun was it?
I fell asleep on the couch like 2 days ago after playing Melee for a few hours.
Yeah?
I didn't
fall asleep when you play that intensely.
I wasn't playing... I wasn't like playing when I fell asleep.
Also, like, you took a break?
Yeah, I took a break and I was like watching videos and I just fell asleep. I forgot to put my braces on, and the next day I just had so much wrist pain.
Oh my god.
It was terrible. Like, I could barely do any work.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, spoiler alert for our listeners, somebody is like a professional Melee player.
I mean, professional is a bit...
wrist braces and everything. You're like tournament level.
Yeah, you're like those Koreans playing StarCraft at this point.
There you go.
I'm like mid-level locally.
Well, still.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's better than us.
Yeah, I can barely beat it on, like, very hard.
I mean...
I can't beat it on very hard.
Mid-level...
What?
The game's unfair.
The game is great.
I don't think that mid-level keeps into account people who don't play like you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So really, it's pretty high level.
Yeah, it's like Mega Man X. I am really good at it, but I'm still not, like, speedrunning it. Like, I can beat it in, like, an hour and a half without really trying, but I can't beat it in, like, whatever the record is at this point.
I don't know, like a minute? Who
It's
knows?
too fast.
For 100%, I think it's, I don't know, around 45, 50 minutes.
I
there you
mean,
go.
any percent and 100% don't really have that much of a big time difference because you need all the parts for, like, the special move. Kill everyone in one shot.
Yeah, that's true. The Hadouken definitely is required for really quick fights. That's true. There you go.
Shall we get to our news?
Yes.
Because
let's move on.
News is a thing.
Yeah, we have a lot of things to talk about, I'm sure.
Should I talk about Pokemon news? Because there's a lot of it as usual.
Hooey.
There's
yeah, there's that friggin' sandcastle. Oh my god.
Yeah. Alright, so first off, they announced some new Pokemon. I mean, just look it up. There's a lot of them now. There's like at least gonna be 800.
Whatever. There's
800 new ones?
No, I mean like in total. Oh my gosh, that'd be horrifying.
Yeah, I know you don't like to get spoiled stuff, but I'm gonna tell you about that one I already just spoiled.
Oh boy.
There's a friggin' ghost sandcastle.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's a
No, it's not. That's ridiculous.
What do you mean it's not cool?
Dude, Pokemon apparently don't all have to be, like, awesome.
Look, it's better than, like, a rock with a face.
No, dude. A rock with a face with fists that floats? Dude, that's way cooler than a sandcastle, I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Anyways.
I mean, I'm just imagining, like, the logistics of water battles with that thing.
Yeah, it
like,
just probably dies. It probably just loses.
It just kind of, like, it just disintegrates in the
see,
water.
I bet you can teach it surf, but then if it uses surf, you lose it forever.
Yeah, it just dies.
Yeah.
It returns to the sea.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a ghost.
Yeah, well, the ghost...
It
gets
the
spread
spear
too
is just...
thin.
It'll up,
I'm sure it has,
into
like,
the sky.
up into the Pokeheaven or whatever.
Ghost goo to keep it together.
Yeah. Speaking of ghosts and other dead things, I guess.
Wow, segue.
This is still Pokemon.
Okay.
They announced the like new team of like evil people.
Oh, yeah.
It's Team Skull.
Yeah.
They have skulls.
Yeah.
Yes. They look like pirates, basically.
I mean, at least it's more clear than Team Plasma.
Yeah, that was just kind of weird.
It's just called Plasma, but they were like
They
knights
were dressed like
or
knights,
something.
yeah. And it
And
was
they were
like
about freedom.
equality and freedom of Pokemon.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Yeah, that was kind of random.
Like, I love that game and the story's great, but what?
Yeah, like these ones, they're dressed kind of like gangster pirates.
Wow, that's
And it's
neat.
like, because it's like Hawaiian style islands.
Right.
It kind of works because it's like pirate ships and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I think it kind of works.
Yeah, I buy it.
Yeah.
You like that?
I do.
That's cool.
I don't care about, like, spoilers anymore.
Oh,
good.
okay, cool.
I watched, like, 2-hour-long videos about, like,
Oh my gosh.
theories on the games.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't stop myself anymore.
There goes all the spoilers then, huh?
Yeah. Apparently there's some crazy stuff going on with like
Alola forms.
everything connecting to everything since Gen 1, and then some crazy stuff, and then 7 is the complete thing of everything, and we're just gonna reboot the series.
People are looking really deep into this, and I feel like they're going too far.
It's a kid's game.
I kind of like what they're doing with the the new forms that they're introducing for older Pokemon, because then it's like you're revisiting older Pokemon instead of having to add in new ones, and it's like there's too many Pokemon.
Yeah, plus there's Treefinity.
Yeah, Treefinity. It's great.
Yeah.
And they announced some more Alola forms actually. Like there's a Raichu that uses its tail like a surfboard. It's like psychic type.
I feel like we've already seen that.
I'm completely baffled by that.
Yeah, like there was surfing Raichu in the show that used his tail at some point or something like that. But this one, it's like he looks all puffy, and apparently it's because he eats a lot of pancakes, and it makes him part psychic type.
Well, I know nothing about Hawaii.
It's really confusing. It's very unclear. But moving on to some non-Sun and Moon news. Mm-hmm. Detective Pikachu.
Oh, jeez.
There are some writers that are in talks with the people making the film.
Oh, boy.
To see who will write the movie.
Oh.
Possibilities include Nicole Perlman of Guardians of the Galaxy. And
I hope they get Shane Black. That would be weird.
And Alex Hirsch of Gravity Falls.
Oh.
Which is a pretty popular show.
Yeah.
I guess it's really, really good. So, I mean, either of those sound pretty alright to me as a person who hasn't seen Gravity Falls, but I know that it's good. So.
I mean, it's an established thing, sure, why not?
Yeah, and like it's still really popular, but it ended in February, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And apart from that, I mean, Pokemon Go got updated. They took out tracking.
Boo.
But then they added like a new thing, but only in certain places.
Aww.
At least for now.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's gonna get better.
Hopefully.
For now, it's kind of weird.
I haven't played in like a few weeks just because I just.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy,
It's the
you're
beginning
so behind
of the
now.
end.
Every gym in our town now, the CP is so high, it's gonna be hard to catch up.
It wasn't fun anymore. You couldn't track Pokemon. It didn't really work.
Well, that's because you live like in the middle of nowhere.
I know.
You have to like go downtown.
Yeah.
So many Pokestops.
It's too much work.
Yeah.
Mm.
I understand. It's too much work for me to cross the street.
Like the effort to fun ratio isn't high enough, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me of strategy games.
Games?
Yeah, like like RTS and stuff.
Like
well, I know what strategy games are, but I mean, why?
I'm saying you gotta learn the hell out of it before you're like remotely okay at it. Oh. And I'm like, for me, that's never been worth it.
Okay.
Almost ever. Because I'm like, a platform you can pick it up and you can get really good at it.
What about like Pikmin?
See, I'm still not a huge Pikmin fan.
Well,
like,
Pikmin
I like it, but
is great.
Yeah, like it's a fun game, but it's
like
you can. It's easy enough to figure it out, and it's not really that complicated. But I'm more talking about stuff like you have to manage stuff.
It's like
especially.
well, you do have to manage stuff in Pikmin. In Pikmin 3, you have 3 guys. You have to manage all of them so that things get done.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, it's fine.
It's easy.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's a kid's
really
game.
Fun.
It's not like we're talking about Command and Conquer Red Alert 3 or anything.
Yeah.
But that's one that exists, right?
Probably.
I don't know.
If it's not...
There's a lot of games out there.
Not super big into like strategy games.
Yeah, if it's not, then I already said I'm not into strategy games, so it's surprising I know what that game is.
Yeah.
I don't let myself be into strategy games.
Yeah?
Like I played Civ once.
Oh gosh.
yeah.
For like, I don't know, 6 hours. I just did like the tutorial.
Yeah.
Like 6 hours, and just I knew it would be a problem if I continued playing.
Really?
I dropped.
Yeah, I mean, it took you 6 hours to stop playing the tutorial. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I tried to play the Total War games one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're neat, but yeah, there's too much going on.
See, I think one of the best ways to get into strategy games is if you know someone who's like a big fan of the game that you want to play. Because then you can just kind of jump into it, and they'll be like, okay, so you're going to want to do this because of this. And then you kind of learn it in a more organic way. Tutorials tend to just be so
and they're
clunky
long
and awkward.
all that.
And then
boring.
Gandhi nukes you.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm.
It's a mess. So I have 2 pieces of news that I want to say in succession.
Alright.
And then we can discuss them.
Deal.
No Man's Sky, apparently not that great.
Oh, that was my news.
Metroid Prime Federation Force, apparently not that bad.
Huh.
What? That's ridiculous. I've played that demo of Federation Force. Mm-hmm. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm first of all, I'm awful at it.
Okay.
Like, I don't understand how the computer players are so better at it than I am.
They're computers.
Yeah, but like, their attacks seem to do like way more. Like, we're 1-on-1, and I'm just blasting it with everything I got, and they're just like, it's hitting me back and
That's
forth.
because it's an enemy.
Yeah, but
so
how are they like so OP? That
the game
makes
is
no
like
sense?
it's balanced in such a way that it scales the difficulty depending on how many people you're playing with.
Okay.
But it only does it to a certain extent. So I guess the ideal number of people to be is 3.
Yeah. Well, that's like a whole team. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I forgot that it's not Monster Hunter. You can't
Right?
4.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I tried like a couple online matches, and again, I was like losing like crazy. But
Yeah, but like I hear that it's not that bad. Like the levels kind of flow in such a way that the puzzles and things tend to work, and there's enough variety and stuff that I don't know. When people get past the whole, it's not Metroid really, Metroid Prime anyway.
Yeah, apparently
they tend
that
to
whole
find it
thing's
not
out there.
terrible.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm just waiting for another 2D Metroid game.
Yeah, well, I mean, same.
You can only play like Fusion and Zero Mission so many times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Zero Mission, I was like,
I liked it.
I mean, it's better than playing the first one these days.
The bonus content was pretty nice.
Yeah, it's fine, but I don't know. I liked Fusion though, for sure.
Speaking of 2D Metroid games, the one we mentioned last time that was made by a fan.
Oh yeah, that got shut down.
Yeah, it
real
got
quick.
shut down like 2 hours after we posted our podcast.
To the surprise of no one.
Yeah, I mean, the second I hear about something like that, then it's gone.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if anyone, heard about it and didn't get it, you're gonna have a bit of a hard time finding it. But
It's out there.
it's still out there, so thankfully people are nice
Oh yeah.
and hopefully aren't giving you viruses.
Well, there's always that.
So did you want to discuss No Man's Sky?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Cool, do it.
I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. I might buy it since it looks really cool. Then it came out,
Yeah.
and then it was not cool.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to buy it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I would pay maybe $10, $15, $20, but it's like a full price retail game. That's ridiculous.
Full price, like, next gen, I'm doing quotation marks,
there you
game.
go. Visual gag.
Yeah. In Canadian dollars, I mean, it's pretty high price.
And apparently it runs poorly on PC.
Wow.
That's a joke.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's terrible. There's
Well,
people are saying there's after like 20 planets, you've seen everything.
yeah.
Creatures don't really make that much sense or aren't that interesting.
Yeah, but I feel
Yeah,
like
I've
that's
seen a lot of weird creatures on the internet.
I feel like that should be more fun than people are letting on. Just seeing those weird, like, walking around weird.
Like, I've seen... Sorry, go ahead.
There's only about 10 like basic skeletons you can have.
Okay, there you go. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you can see crazy stuff, but you're gonna see the crazy stuff like
Just similar enough
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
a while. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, see,
Gotcha. There you
when
go.
it first came out, I saw some streams of it, and I was like, this kind of looks a little bit like the creature mode of Spore. And it just kind of struck me as odd. Because that's a pretty old game. I don't know.
I mean, it was pretty much like Spore. It got super hyped up, and it was super
Yeah,
disappointing.
That's true. Spore was still pretty good, though.
Was it?
I enjoyed it.
I mean,
I played through it like 4 times.
I've talked to a lot of people and was just like, Dick Creature Creator the game.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
that's a thing a lot of people did.
Yeah. I made really weird stuff with my cousin. We made like the frame of a box, like 3-dimensional, like a cube. But it was mostly legs.
Nice.
So as soon as it moved, it was just like a pile of crazy, broken mesh things, and it was really a sight to behold.
Yeah, I didn't really go too deep into it. I actually only downloaded the Nintendo DS demo.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they had a demo on the DS,
Oh, boy.
like with the download play.
Oh, my.
Yeah, it was just, you just make a dude and it'd pretty much tell you to buy the game then. And, it was,
Yeah, that was kind of a
screwed around with that a little bit, but
version of that game.
no, whatever.
Yeah.
It was still kind of fun for a little bit.
Well, that's what you want.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure if I'd have the full game, it'd be fun, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right. But in No Man's Sky, you can't fly around.
You can't?
No, there's like really hard limits to what you can do with your ship.
But like they showed videos of people like taking off and like what?
There's like this autopilot thing where it just like flies your ship for you.
So it's like in Phantom Menace where like
so it's like your
he
ship
was just they were all getting killed and stuff.
And like you can like fly kind of on the planet, kind of, but you can't like go too far down.
Oh my god.
And like you can't look around in your ship.
Is it on a scale from like is it compare it to Star Fox? Like is it Star Fox comparable? Like is it that bad?
I've never played Star Fox.
What? We're stopping this podcast right now. You're playing Star Fox. But
we're not gonna do that though.
All right.
We don't have that kind of time.
Yeah.
It's pretty late.
Anyways.
Hence the title.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay then, whatever.
Yeah.
It was dumb. Don't play No Man's Sky.
Well, I mean,
it gets our official seal of don't play it.
I'd like it if they would like add things that they didn't put in.
Like
but
what,
I feel
though?
like they're probably not gonna.
Like they're adding base building, but why? Why would you ever build a base in that game?
I don't know.
It's about exploring and like discovering things.
Explore your base? All your base?
I don't know, it's kind of quality meme.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm kind of sad, but like the devs lied a lot, so I'm whatever.
I just feel like they could do better. Like if they, I don't know, tried maybe. But I mean, I saw some interviews where they were like, "Yeah, we would have scrapped this project had people not been so excited about it already." So
that's pretty classic.
Yeah, I guess maybe they weren't that into it anyway. So
yeah. But they released a new demo of Resident Evil 7.
Oh yeah?
Yes. It's different from the other one, and I think, again, it's not part of the final game.
The one that was, like, at E3?
Yeah, you were where you were stuck in this cabin, and you just had to figure out what was going on, and it was found footage for some reason.
And it was really damn uncomfortable.
Yeah, and there's still, like, mysteries that people maybe not figured out yet. Like, there's that severed finger that no one can figure out what to do with.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'm sure it'll all come together.
Yeah, I don't know if they figured that out yet or not. But anyways, not important.
Lend it to the internet. They'll figure it out.
Point is, there's a new one, and they've revealed who possibly is... I think they're saying it's going to be the villain of the game.
Oh, boy.
It's this woman named Marguerite Baker. And
sounds very non-threatening.
Terrifying. She doesn't seem to be a zombie, but she's, like, yammering on about random creepy stuff and yelling at you.
That's
and
nice.
She's, like, chasing you, like, hardcore.
Wow.
It's, like, really dark.
Pleasant.
Sounds like an average old lady to me.
Right? But, so you're
she
still...
She have, like, a walker? She's swinging at you?
No,
with
just,
her
like,
surprisingly strong arms?
dirty teeth and everything. But,
gross.
Yeah, so you're, like, you're, again, in, like a Louisiana kind of area. Swampy and, like, big mansions and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, it's really... everything's all messed up, and it's really creepy and stuff, and pretty intense, apparently, unlike the other one. But it ends on, like, this really old-school kind of Resident Evil puzzle, where you have, like, a couple things that need to turn the thing around a certain amount of times and thing. And
neat.
So far we haven't seen any of, like, your Resident Evil stuff. Because, for me, Resident Evil was, you go for the horror, but you stay for, like, your characters and Umbrella Corp and everything.
Okay.
But there's none of that so far.
I see.
Like, they haven't... Apparently, it's going to be mostly new characters.
Yeah.
But there's no mention of Umbrella Corp. There's no mention of any viruses at all. Or, parasites or what have you. So it's really curious as to where this is going to fit in Resident Evil at all.
Yeah.
Because it could easily be part of a totally different series if it wasn't for that one puzzle at the end of the second demo thing.
Yeah. Didn't you say that the title is like...
Yeah, it's Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Yeah. Which
in Japan, maybe other territories too, the game isn't called Resident Evil. It's called Biohazard. It's always been called that. So it's weird. And that's the thing. They've merged. They said that they put the two titles together, and that's a hint as to what the game's about, which makes no sense to me at all.
Maybe it takes place in Japan. I don't know.
No, it's like I said. It's in Louisiana type of area.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's.
I have no idea.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's about awkward bilingualism.
Right? Because Cajuns, there you go.
Yeah, Louisiana. There you go.
I mean, her name is Marguerite.
Maybe it'll be like the deportation or something.
No.
I guess that wouldn't make enough money.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's weird. I'm really intrigued, but I'm also really worried. It looks like they're bringing it back to horror, though, which is good. Because that was the problem everyone had with 6, was that it was just kind of awful, because it was just kind of an action movie with, like, barely any story.
Is that the one with the giraffe logo?
Yes. Yes, everyone's favorite weird giraffe logo.
Yes.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah. Sony released some information about The Last Guardian.
Oh.
They released 5 screenshots.
Holy crap.
Isn't that amazing?
Is it like in-game?
I think so.
I friggin' hope so at this point.
It's like it brings you closer to the characters. And it's screenshots. So I don't know, people are excited, I guess.
Wow.
That's
Why not?
just something I found a little bit silly.
Yeah, that is a little bit silly.
Yeah. Did you ever play N+?
Yes, oh my god, so much.
Do you want to like describe it a little
Okay.
bit?
It's kind of like Meat Boy, but like in enclosed spaces. So it's basically a platformer that you have to collect these things, and it's really like difficult.
Yeah.
And it's a very simple like art style, really clean. Like you're basically just a stick man, and there's just black platforms, white backgrounds.
Well, N++
Yeah.
is coming to PC on Steam.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think it was only on PS4 before. So.
Yeah, I think it was at least a Sony exclusive.
Yeah, so it's coming to Steam on the 25th, which is this week.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I definitely put a lot of hours in N+. It's pretty fun, and I mean, you want to get those puzzles done, kind of thing. Like it's every level's small in a puzzle.
It reminds me of this game that I played. It was like a Flash game, and it was like Fancy Pants or something. And it was like you were the stick man with like these really baggy pants.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like a physics-based like collect-a-thon side-scrolling thing.
Sure.
Where you just kind of like jump around and grab things. And I don't know. It was really fun.
I'm pretty sure that was also on DS.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
What? I didn't know that. That's amazing.
I'll look it up real quick.
Speaking of what's on DS, though, N+ reminds me a lot of Bangai-O Spirits.
Oh, yeah?
/ Bangai-O. Because it's like it's the same kind of level structure. Like it's really just like they throw you in a level and you just kind of have to do the thing. And then you're done.
I see.
And you can get a score based on time and everything else.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near as fun as Bangai-O Spirits, but it's close. Actually, it's close.
Yeah.
Anyways. It's those fast-paced, small 2D games. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Remember how I mentioned a while ago WonderBoy 3, The Dragon's Trap?
Yes. Definitely.
Well, there's a studio called the Game Atelier.
Okay.
That is making Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom.
What?
They don't have a license, but they have the cooperation of the creator of the series, Ryuichi Nishizawa.
Oh, jeez.
And they're like making that in parallel with the people who those people are making that WonderBoy 3, and these people are making this other WonderBoy game. So yeah.
That's reminding me of Mighty Number 9.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say River City Ransom. Because there's a new one coming out.
Yeah.
I'm currently wearing a shirt of a different new one coming out.
Yeah, but no,
effects.
because Mighty Number 9, it's because the dude can't do Mega Man, so he was like, oh, I'll do this different thing that's the same but different, and apparently it's worse, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, this is like,
Friggin'
they
3DS version.
released a trailer, and it's like, it looks like the same, but
it's cool.
still similar, so, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it looks pretty neat.
no,
I mean, I'm no expert on those games, but...
I guess it's a weirdly good time to, like, early Sega
I
console
guess.
games.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Yeah, I mean, I looked at it, and it was like, this is like the same as the other one, but with a slightly different art style, so... Yeah.
You know what else it's a good time for?
Huh.
To be a fan of computing and television.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
I'm just saying that in general, but it's because there's a lot of really good shows that are, still running that are about, like, really, like, intense computer stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And yet they're, like, great shows, even on their own, because there's Halt and Catch Fire, which is...
Dramatic.
Yeah, it's very dramatic, and it's about... It's kind of based off of a lot of companies that tried to compete with IBM. Mm-hmm. And it's talking, like, they're in the Silicon Prairie in Texas. It's a great show. And then there's Mr. Robot, that's about this hacking group.
Oh, is that what that's about?
Yeah, and it's like, this dude starts out and he's basically like a hacking superhero.
Oh,
like, he hacks into people's things and he's like, you do child porn, cops are coming, have fun.
Oh my gosh.
And then this hacker group finds him and they're like, dude, we could change things for the better on a large scale. And he's like, dude, okay.
So it's like, basically, what the story of Watch Dogs should have been?
Pretty much. It's really good. They're actually, speaking of the Silicon Prairie, though, they're even doing a movie based off of Compaq, like the company that used to do computers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they tried to compete with IBM. They wanted to do smaller computers. And,
yeah, well, that's like lame.
Yeah, exactly. And they did pretty good, and that's, it's an interesting story, and they're making a feature film about that.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it's neat. Because, there's not really many other things other than, like, the movie Hackers and, like, there's that other War Games is another old example.
Hack the planet.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so I just thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
They're, like, great as shows, but, they're really interesting as far as having your nerdy computer things. It's nice.
Yeah.
They're making a Watch Dogs 2. I don't know if we've mentioned it.
Yeah, they announced it. Well, they talked about it at E3, I think.
Is it, they still got the underscore? Is it skill underscore watch underscore dogs?
Probably yes.
Is there an underscore between the two? Huh? It's like a watch
I don't know.
underscore,
Should be.
watch underscore.
I don't know.
Just like watch,
I think
watch,
they're trying
watch,
to
watch,
pretend
watch.
that they don't have the underscore, maybe.
Whatever.
They're like, we forget that we had that.
Yeah.
We were starting out.
Yeah, pretty much all that anyone remembers about that game, I think, is that the guy wears like a handkerchief to cover his face.
Yeah.
And also that symbol that I don't really understand.
He wears like some kind of trench coat all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, EB Games Expo.
EB Games Canada? Is it Canada?
I'll tell you later.
Okay. Go on.
EB Games Expo will be showing off the new Zelda game.
What?
People will be able to play it for 45-minute demos
What?
in Sydney, Australia.
Oh, there you go. EB Games Australia.
Yeah. So if you live in Australia and you can go to EB Games Expo, you can play the new Zelda, but we can't because we're in Canada.
Or we don't want to.
Yeah.
Well, some of us do.
Yeah, see, I would pass, honestly. Being in
would go.
Being in that lineup to play a Zelda game that I'm probably not even going to buy.
I would be so hype. I would go, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, supposing I, didn't live too far away from it, you know?
Yeah, I would totally go there to just hang out and just,
Get some free merch.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So usually they give stuff out. Why not?
Yeah. They might give you, a lanyard or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Heaven knows I could use more lanyards.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lanyard over there still.
Yeah.
It's the same one as that other
It's the
episode.
same one, yeah. We have a lanyard, over there, too, but it's
Oh,
a different
yeah.
one.
That's true.
Yeah, that one I use all the time.
Yeah, it's a quite different lanyard.
So you know what else Australia is getting?
Oh, frig.
And New Zealand.
Are they finally getting, the Nintendo DS or something?
No. Fire Emblem Fates and Smash Bros. They're gonna get bundles with Amiibos.
Oh.
Smash Bros. I think it only comes with the Samus one.
That's a odd.
Fire Emblem Fates comes with, depending on the version, Marth or Ike.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are two of the rare ones.
Yes.
Well,
I'm not sure how rare they are in Australia and New Zealand, but...
I mean, is anything common in Australia and New Zealand?
Well, other than giant spiders and stuff.
The everlasting threat of death at any corner.
Yeah, exactly. But,
yeah, hey, what's that thing you got out there? Oh, that's an insect. I'm about to die.
Yeah, exactly.
The movie.
Thankfully, it doesn't advertise that it comes with any of those.
Yeah, that's good.
So, yeah. It's definitely nice. They look pretty nice. They're in, like, they still have the normal packaging for the Amiibo.
Okay.
It's just inside, like, a box.
It's like the Twilight Princess thing and so on.
Yeah, exactly.
All those.
Yep.
That's cool.
It's just not like the Chibi-Robo Ziplash one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's that one, it was, like, it's smaller.
Yeah. And there's, like, that little flap instead of the big card back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Didn't know that? Didn't know that?
Amiibo is...
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amiibo.
That's about how I feel about Amiibos.
Well, Chibi-Robo, you can see the box for it over there. Note how less tall it is compared to the Amiibo thing next to it.
Oh, is it an Amiibo?
Yeah, there's an Amiibo in there.
Oh.
Yeah, basically they cut the card back except for this little square about
they just
an
bent
inch
that
square.
down,
Yeah.
and it just says like Chibi-Robo on it. So, yep.
It's neat.
It still has like the same kind of design on the back, but like they edited it a little bit so that it would fit better in the smaller space. So, it's pretty neat.
There's a new Worms game coming out.
What?
A Worms game?
Yeah. Worms WMD, which stands for whatever you want it to.
Apparently.
They've suggested weave massive discounts, will make you dangerous, worms must die, well that's me dead, and many others.
That's amazing.
Yeah, August 23rd,
I like it.
Expo and PS4 and Windows.
I was gonna say, it better be on PC. Geez.
Yeah, that reminds me of MDK, how they kept changing what the definition was. Just as a joke. You didn't know about that?
No.
MDK was a shooter. They made like 2 or 3 of them. And they would ask in interviews what it stood for. And they would always say different stuff in the manual. Said something they never mentioned.
Oh my gosh.
Like, my favorite though was Murder, Death, Kill.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, they wanted to just be like as hardcore as possible.
Murder, Death, Kill.
Yeah, and it was just like...
What a great title.
Yeah, there was like a couple of them that were like really like, you know, family friendly on purpose and stuff like that. It was the whole thing.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's great.
Magic doodles of kindness.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what else is family friendly?
What?
Splatoon.
Oh wow, I guess it is.
I thought it was done.
What?
Splatoon is never done.
Weren't they like
you know those Global Testfire events they had?
Yeah.
They're doing another one.
But
for people who somehow still don't have it.
But
it's next weekend, I think.
What's it about?
It's the 25th to the 28th. What's it about?
Yeah.
What?
Isn't it about like voting for stuff?
No. I don't know. The Global Testfire was where people who don't have the game could download like a demo and play it for a certain period of time.
Alright, I understand now.
Yeah, there you go.
I obviously know a lot and stuff.
They're calling it the Summer Splatdown now.
But yeah, they did like 3 of those before the game came out, and it was great.
So good.
It was fun because
Roller was so OP.
Right? It was great because there was only like the 3 weapons that they started out with.
And 2 maps.
And throughout the hour, people would start getting better.
Yeah.
So by the end of it, people would start getting strategies, and then it would actually get really interesting, and then it would be over. And then when the second one went on, it was some people knew what they were doing, but like half of every team was just totally new, so the same thing would happen.
Yeah, like you'd get a team of all rollers that had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah, and that's the fun thing. The roller was the best one because no one had any aim.
And no one would ever jump either.
Yeah, exactly. So you just literally just mowed everyone down. And you're like, oh shit, I got damaged a little. Like, droop down, get back up, keep rolling. It was ridiculous. And
it was amazing.
Yeah, it's like weirdly some of the most fun I've had in that whole game.
It's so good. Yeah. It's such a good game. It's a good game still.
I know, and there's like so much weapons and stuff.
Yeah, I play it regularly now because I stream it on Twitch, and not plugging or anything, but
Yeah, not plugging anything here.
No.
But there's still a lot of people who play like on Twitch and everything, and
yeah.
they'll like come in and be like, "Hey, can I join?" And then you've got like a full lobby of people in your chat that are just playing.
Right on.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. So it's just kind of awkward to get used to how many new weapons there are, because it's like, oh my god, so many.
So this next thing.
Oh boy.
You're gonna be excited.
Oh,
I don't know.
You're telling me I'm gonna be excited?
Yeah, you are going
now
to be excited. Maybe you know about this already, but they're doing a Batman animated film based off of the Adam West TV series.
Oh, boy.
And
I've heard about this.
And it's going to have Adam West, Burt Ward, and one of the two people who played Catwoman. I forget which one.
That's great.
Yeah, it's
I
going to be
don't remember
amazing.
their names anyway, it's fine.
Yeah, so that's amazing.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they're not going to get those old people in those costumes and run around and stuff anymore,
but getting them into a voice studio.
Yeah, we're getting the next best thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that.
Same.
It's gonna be a movie?
Yeah, it's gonna be an hour and a half.
Do you know if it's gonna
movie.
be in theaters at
Probably
all?
not. I mean, like Killing
I know
Joke.
that those things tend not to be.
Killing Joke had like one night runs in a lot of theaters,
Yeah.
but usually the DC animated stuff doesn't get released in theaters.
Well, we're gonna have to find a way to watch that.
Yeah, it's it's gonna be released on Blu-rays and DVDs and such.
I feel like
eventually.
the animated DC stuff is a lot better than like the movies they release.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Boom. I mean, you know what's fascinating about DC's movies in general? Like, including the animated stuff? Until The Dark Knight came out, the highest critically acclaimed DC film of all of them was actually the first animated Batman movie, Mask of the Phantasm. It had a higher critical acclaim by a little bit of the first Tim Burton one, and a little bit more than Superman. Or it was actually, I think it was exactly equal to Superman, but still, it beat like everything else.
Whenever I think of Mask of the Phantasm, I'm reminded of this one toy that they released.
Yes, the action figure. I have it.
Yeah, and it's like, it shows you like the Phantasm, but it takes off like the top disguise half so you can just see who's underneath, and it's just a big spoiler. Yeah, you could remove, basically it showed you the feature that you could remove the mask, and you had all your stuff around the figure like usual. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was a big twist. The whole point of the movie was you didn't know who the Phantasm was till the end. Yeah.
It's Batman.
No, it's really not.
Quite.
But
it's Robin! No.
Anyways, so that was the big twist, was who the hell's the Phantasm? Mm-hmm. And it just
spoils it completely.
Yeah, you just see it right in your face. You just look in a toy aisle and you were like, what? No!
That's why you never go to the toy store before watching a thing that's got toys that you don't want spoiled.
Pretty much. And they didn't
when they had those Jurassic World toys at Toys R Us.
Yeah, they showed you what the Indominus Rex looked like.
Yeah. And it was like the whole movie was just teasing you about what it might look like.
But you could just go into Toys R Us and see 3 different toys that were based off the Indominus Rex.
Yeah, and if you watch TV, the friggin' commercials would just spoil it too.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or they would combine it with other dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Just some weird combining thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was unlike the campaign for the Matthew Broderick Godzilla movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did a very good job at teasing till the last minute what the Godzilla looked like.
Oh.
He looked pretty cool.
No, I don't think so.
I don't remember which one that was.
Ugh.
Which Godzilla was that? Was that the, like, skinny one?
Yeah, it's the skinny one with the giant chin and head.
Yeah.
With, like, the little...
We had like a bunch of toys of the, like, super duper skinny one.
Ugh.
It was really weird, but I think it's just because, like,
it
came out when we were young.
There was an animated series, then they had toys based off of that.
So my parents were like, oh, cool, cheap toys that are, like, dinosaurs. Our kids love dinosaurs. Friggin' yes.
That was a weird thing. And and the teasing stuff was so good, because, like, the posters were all, like, one part of it. Mm. So you were like, what is it going to look like with all of it?
Yeah.
And it looked nothing like any of those separate things. Like, there was one where it was just a foot, like, crushing a car or whatever in the middle of the, Manhattan. And it looked like classic Godzilla's foot, kind of.
Yeah.
But it didn't look like Zilla's foot at all. Weird.
I want to mention something. I was gonna segue into this earlier, but it's a little bit off topic now. Speaking of animation, so Monster Hunter Stories.
Oh boy!
Which
Oh
is
geez,
like,
with the weird cat thing or whatever.
yeah, the weird cat thing.
Oh wow!
Guys, the cats in Monster Hunter are cute. This one is horrendously ugly and just shouldn't exist. Anyway, they're making an anime of that game in Japan.
Oh boy!
Because every kids RPG on 3DS has to have an anime now.
Right.
So Funimation got the rights to air it in the US on their website.
Oh.
So I'm like, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Because,
I don't even think that game's not even announced in North America, is
exactly,
it?
Yeah.
Weird.
So it's like, okay, I'll take this. Yes. Yes, please.
Wow.
So I'm pretty excited about that.
They should make 4Kids dub it.
That would be horrendous. No,
Yeah.
they're only going to put subtitles on it, I'm sure. Because that's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
Does 4Kids still exist?
Technically, I think it's one of those ones that technically still exists, but doesn't really do much. Like, Klasky Chubo still exists.
They still, yeah.
Yeah. And
What's the last thing they've done?
There was this animated feature they did in, Hungary.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
and this
pretty
was 2000.
obscure.
It was 2008, I think.
Wow.
And I think it was called Immigrants or something, and it was about these 3 immigrants that were just partying or something. I don't know.
Weird.
It looked a lot like Rocket Power's art style.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they still exist. They have they were trying to do a lot of pilots last year.
Yeah.
None of them really worked out as of yet. But yeah, they still exist, and I'm sure 4Kids still technically exist in the same way.
Probably.
That it tries, but it does. No one really.
Yeah.
Is buying it, I guess.
Well, you know what's another 3DS RPG that's based on a series that's not really an RPG?
You know, I could guess, but I won't.
Puyo Puyo Chronicles.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, it looks pretty
Wow.
cool. I'm like, hey, that's actually a Puyo Puyo game that I'm kind of hyped for.
Yeah.
Because, basically, if you've played, Fantasy Life or the new Popolo Croix game on 3DS, it looks kind of like that on the top screen. And then on the bottom screen, it's just puzzles. Puyo Puyo puzzles. So
Right?
it looks pretty neat. I like having puzzles affect other gameplay elements.
Have you ever played Henry Hatsworth?
I surprisingly have not.
Oh my god.
But it looks so good.
It's like Mega Man and Panel de Pawn at the same time.
Gosh, that sounds so good.
It's top 10 DS games for me.
See, I played
forever and ever.
I played I forget if it's 10 billion or 10 million, where it's it's on Steam.
Oh yeah.
It's you're in the dungeon type thing.
Yeah.
I played Puzzle Pirates.
Oh god.
The freaking bilging minigame was basically Bejeweled, and it was really fun, and everyone fought over rights to play it.
Wow.
It was pretty fun, though. I don't know. Anyway, this Puyo Puyo game looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm pretty hyped for it.
Yeah, I just hope that we get it, because we haven't gotten a Puyo Puyo game in 10 years.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. And it wasn't even one of the better ones.
Actually, I'm not sure if...
What's Puyo?
Oh, it's in North America. There was 2 or 3 of them.
Is it the game with the blobs with the eyes?
Yes, and 2 of them in colors.
I remember playing that with my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the only games he liked.
But yeah, it was licensed to Sega. They did Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, and there was also a Kirby one, I think.
The Kirby one is the one I played. I think.
Yeah, I think it was Kirby's Avalanche, maybe. It was one of the weird Super Nintendo ones, anyways.
Yeah, so it's supposed to come out on 3DS in Japan in December.
Yeah.
And it's for the anniversary, I think it's the 25th.
Yeah, there's a
deluxe.
There's a deluxe package that has soundtrack CDs and stuff.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty pricey.
Yeah, so hopefully maybe we'll get that localized next year.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That'd be pretty nice. I mean, is it technically the 25th anniversary for North America? Probably not.
No, because I don't think so.
So maybe they could do it in time for that.
You know, I think is an underrated puzzle game? Columns.
I remember playing that.
Columns is
I don't
awesome.
remember that at all.
I remember being bored by Columns, yeah.
Columns is a beast. Because you know how you play Tetris and it gets harder and harder and harder and harder.
As Tetris does.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then, you lose eventually, unless you T-spin and then you never
So what
lose.
is columns? I don't remember.
It's a similar kind of block drop thing, but it's like
okay.
with 3 different gems. Like there's like a bunch of different gem colors, and like you get like a stack of 3, and you can't like tilt it, so you have to like put those 3 high somewheres, and you can like shift through them, and then you need to like do combos like those games usually.
Yeah, I don't think I ever played that.
But yeah,
It's not ringing any bells.
every 7th level gets crazy fast, and then it just slows down at the end of it.
So it's like all your difficulty in one like little espresso-sized level.
Yeah, like it'll get like a little bit harder. Like it's barely noticeable for like 3 or 4 levels, and then it'll get a little harder, super harder, and then it goes back to like a little bit, around like level 3 or 4.
Wow.
And then it'll keep going like a little bit,
So it's like
but then
it's like it has boss fights basically.
pretty much it gets crazy. Like if you're not ready for it, you immediately lose, and you're
Yeah,
like, what the
that
hell?
sounds pretty horrifying. I can't
Yeah.
imagine level like 77.
Yeah, it's got to be crazy. They must even though I don't think the math checks it, well, it doesn't.
I
But
don't know.
yeah, it would just. Well,
It'd be scary
It would
anyway.
be the 11th set. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, that level must be crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know anyone who's gotten past like level 20-ish.
Yeah. I can't imagine. I mean, level 21 would kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And the music's terrible.
Is it?
Yeah, it's repetitive and short.
Oh my god.
And it's just kind of weird and almost creepy. Like it's. Anyways.
At least they don't like put the David Lynch soundtrack in it.
They should. It'd be better.
That'd be so good. I would play that just to listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna bring up any more news because it's getting late.
Yeah. Do you got any more news?
I have like 3 really short things.
Go for it.
Hatsune Miku Project Diva X, August 30th on PS4 and Vita.
Cool.
Witcher 3 Game of the Year Edition includes previous DLC and 2 expansions.
Neat.
August 30th also.
What's that on?
Platforms. I assume it's on
Alright.
just everything it's been released on,
Okay,
probably.
cool. Yeah.
Windows.
Good. That's
There you
all
go.
I needed to know.
And also, this is not news, I'm just really amused by the name of this thing.
Oh boy.
Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, what is that?
Kingdom
It's
Hearts
ridiculous!
has just become this mess.
I could barely handle Final Fantasy
It
with this.
sounds like the title of a fan fiction.
It does. It does.
It does.
The only thing that's missing is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, Return of Sonic.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's already a mashup between Disney and Final Fantasy,
Yeah,
so
that's
it's already
ridiculous.
basically a fan fiction.
It probably is. It probably is one of those things that just kind of accidentally turned into a news story, even though
Yeah,
it
it just
isn't.
accidentally became really popular and mainstream for RPG fans.
Yeah. No, that's weird. That is so weird.
Yeah. it's
It
pretty
includes
bizarre.
3 games.
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD. Pretty
Okay, whatever
alright
it is.
title there.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts X back cover. Alright, that's pretty.
Was Dream Drop Distance the 3DS one?
Yeah.
Okay. See, it's got 3Ds in it. Dream Drop Distance. That's the only reason I can remember that.
And the last title on that collection is Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, A Fragmentary Passage.
What the
boy.
hell?
See, the fun
And that's
part...
supposed to be Disney and Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
The fun part is I know someone who's like super duper into Kingdom Hearts, and they would get so mad hearing us say these things. I hope you're listening. You know who you
The
are.
names are so ridiculous.
Yeah, like if they get any weirder, they're gonna somehow be redundant.
Yeah.
I don't know how that
I
could
think
happen.
they already kind of are.
Alright, well that's enough news for today.
Alright, shall we get to letter time?
Yeah, it's letter time.
Letter
Hey,
time.
letter time.
So who wants to start?
Alright, I got 3 this time and they're all short.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna start you off with
Yeah,
one.
but will the answers be short?
Well, 2 of them probably.
Okay, good enough.
And I think all of them were asked anonymously.
Okay.
Are you smooth?
No, I have no game.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Are they talking about that, or like physically, like is it like a shaving thing? You don't know.
Tell me if I am.
I don't know. That's fine. But yeah, that's a question. What do you think?
Sure.
I'm gonna say maybe.
I mean, I'm still young, so I'm not all old and gnarled and wrinkly yet.
Oh.
So I'm gonna say yes, but if it's in terms of game, I don't have any.
All right.
I saw that question, and I think it was in, like, parenting.
Oh my gosh.
What?
But I don't remember.
Oh, wow.
I'd have to find it again.
That doesn't help figure out what they mean at all.
Babies are smooth?
Yeah, but it could be like, I want to have a baby, I need to find someone, like...
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
it could
yeah.
be planned.
We're getting into the
parenting.
meta of this question.
Yeah.
Maybe we figured it out.
Alright, what's your next question?
Do you... And I'm going to try and read it like
Oh,
as
boy.
it's written. There's
Great.
a lot of hyphens
Wonderful.
after a while, so I can't really say hyphens, but anyways.
Okay.
Do you consider a 19 years old male old?
Wow,
Oldest
that
oldest-
sentence ended really awkwardly.
Old is capitalized, and 19 years old is, there's hyphens between every single one. 19 is the
Okay.
number.
Yeah, if there wasn't an S after years, that would be the proper way to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the hyphens.
Yeah.
But,
It's the years, like, that's...
19-year-old male, is that what this said?
Yeah, 19 years old male. Old.
No.
Why does his gender have to do with, like, if he's old or
I'm
not?
confused about
Right?
what his age has to... Like, his gender has to do with his age? What?
Wow.
At 19, if you're a girl, you're pretty old. But if you're a dude, you're pretty young.
You still got some years left in you there. Yeah, I wouldn't consider it old, personally.
Right?
I'm guessing he's not very smooth.
Yeah, there you go. Wow. All right, I'm going to save my next one last.
Okay.
So you guys can go ahead.
All right. Do you have some questions for us?
I do, I have one.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
Should I sue my doctor for calling me fat?
Oh my frig.
Well, it's like that classic Dr. Phil thing, like, I don't want to sugarcoat it because you might eat that too.
Yes.
I love that line.
I mean, if you're really, really into frivolous lawsuits, do it. That's my advice.
Yeah, but if you want to actually, like,
if you want to
not
contribute,
lose a bunch of money and...
if you want to maybe help society move forward, probably don't bother.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone answered, you can, but you'll lose the case and still be fat.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Alright. EPOH, that's their name,
Okay.
asks, when am I considered too old to play kid-friendly video games?
Well, that's...
It's a more or less serious question.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing, like...
I figured I should mix it up.
Yeah, if you're playing games that are rated EC in North America, early childhood,
Yeah.
you're too old for playing those, like, when you hit, like, 5 years old.
Yeah, that's true.
Other than that, it's rated E for everyone.
I did play like a Tamagotchi game at one point on the DS, and I was like, this is for tiny children.
Yeah.
And then I stopped playing it because I was bored.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if you're an adult or, you know, someone who gets bored playing those games that are for tiny children.
Yeah. Yeah, see, for once, I'm going to agree with the ESRB.
Yeah.
It was called Kids to Adults back in the day, and that pretty much encompasses, but now it's E for everyone.
K to A, I missed that rating.
Yeah, right? Ka.
Ka.
Oh, hey, look, you can play this game. It's rated Ka.
Ka.
Maybe this dude should just stop worrying about what people think about him and just play
right?
like what he wants.
There's so many questions that it's like, you just want to tell them, like, it's okay. People still love you.
Yeah, that's like the thing that's been happening where kids in middle school play Call of Duty, and then people, when they get to college and universities, they play Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because kids think adults are doing it, so it must be cool, but adults are like, gross. This is boring
There's
and
already
full of kids.
a lot of brown and gray in our lives.
Yeah, exactly.
We just want to be squids and kids.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Being squids and kids is a good time.
All right. Next question.
I want to read one more, but I'm not sure which one. I have two good ones.
Both. The second one first.
Time?
The second one first.
So, M. Fraserberg87 asks, broken key on keyboard? And then the description says, I think my keyboard is broken. I currently can't press the key. When I press it, nothing is registering onto screen. Is tear away to fix tis.
Oh boy.
The funny part is there's
a
couple H's in this question.
Yeah, that's weird.
So I'm like, it seems like it's the H, but
autocorrect?
Maybe
it's backspace.
There you go.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think that person should maybe...
Yeah, get a new keyboard, probably.
Or, like, clean it.
Yeah.
Or, like, if it's one that you can remove the keycaps, then do that and see what the problem is.
There you go.
If it's mechanical, like, you can take out the mechanism and soak it and... Yeah. So, second question. I guess it's my third question. I'm sorry about all the questions. This is just a question that I'm like, this kid doesn't get it. Anonymous asks... Why does people say graphics doesn't matter? Really, I can't stand monochrome Game Boy games. It makes my eyes sick. Good graphics make it more fun to play. Only nostaltards who think graphics doesn't matter.
Yeah, that kid doesn't get it.
No. Like, no.
I mean, graphics are nice, but...
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're gonna play Tetris, you don't need it to be like...
I need explosions!
Yeah, you don't need it 60...
I need Michael Bay to direct my Tetris.
That would be horrifying.
Right? I need my Tetris blocks to transform into cars!
And trucks.
And guns and planes!
Yeah.
You call those planes?
And a microscope.
Right? Yeah, because Michael Bay likes proper Transformers like that. I don't know.
Alright, what's your last question?
Okay.
The best of all questions.
Why is water wet?
Ah,
hey.
Because it's water. Because it's all liquid.
No, that's the thing. Wet is describing what water does. It's like by definition, that's the answer.
Wow.
Yeah.
That person.
Yeah.
Is having an existential crisis.
Right? Like that's like there's like being young and not understanding things and asking questions, and then there's just questioning life.
Yeah.
I think that's what that question is.
Questioning the very nature of the universe in which you reside.
All right.
Recommendations.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Is water wet when it's ice?
Well, if you touch it, it will kind of melt and then become quite
but
wet.
if it's cold enough...
If it's cold enough, it'll usually not melt and then it won't really be wet.
Yeah.
It'll just be like a rock.
If it's in an absolute ice form, then it won't. It's not technically wet.
Because it's the same thing as if it's like a gas. Any other solid. Like, if you take a rock and heat it up, it'll become a liquid. Like, if you heat it up enough. But then once it's a rock again, like, if it's at the temperature where it's not going to turn back into a liquid, then it's not wet.
Boom. Science.
That's the same thing that water does. At least that's what chemistry in university seems to imply.
Cool.
Yeah.
So...
recommendations.
Can I recommend an NES game?
You can do what you want.
Why not?
I'm going to do a triple recommendation then.
What?
Oh, man.
What?
Is it like one thing that's like 3...
No.
categories? Or
totally.
You're recommending 3 different things?
3 games.
Why?
One of them's an NES game, so you play it a little bit, you'll be done with it.
Gosh.
One of them was because we mentioned it earlier, and the other one's like my real recommendation.
Okay, as long as there's like one real recommendation.
Okay, so everyone has to play Shatterhand.
Yeah, well that's a given.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite NES games. It's like a 2D beat 'em up. But you also have an option, like you're playing R-Type. Or Gradius, actually, more accurately.
It kind of just floats around with you.
Yeah, it just follows you, and then if you upgrade it again, it turns into...
first.
Yeah. Once you upgrade it, turns into a mech suit. Which you're unstoppable for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's actually a super fun game, and it's not that long. It's an NES
like
game.
My favorite part of Gradius and applies it in a completely different genre.
Right?
Like, everything needs more options.
Yeah.
Tetris.
Yeah.
Tetris with options.
Yeah, just like blast the blocks coming down.
Oh my gosh. the possibilities being opened up right now.
Yeah, but yeah, and I mean, people can speedrun that game in like, what, 20 minutes or something? So
Probably.
And they're not like glitching through the game like Mario 64 or anything.
They're just upgrading at very good times.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big part of the game, right?
Yeah. So what's your second recommendation?
Henry Hatsworth, we mentioned it earlier.
Oh, yeah.
People should play it. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I should really get my hands on that at some
I mean,
point.
you're like
Do
this.
you have it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
of
cool.
course.
Everyone else should find a person who has it.
Yeah. And it's not the most expensive game. Like on eBay, they only go for like 15 bucks.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
What platform is it
It's on DS.
Yes.
Yeah, and the bottom screen is like puzzly, paneled upon, whatever. And then you basically on the top screen, it's kind of like a Mega Man platformer. Like you're this old fancy British guy who's like whipping stuff
Henry
with your cane, and it also is a gun if you upgrade it.
That's great.
And your enemies, once you kill them, they end up as a block on your puzzle, so then you need to like get rid of them on the puzzle before they rise to the top and end up on your top screen again. It's super cool. It's a great game.
It's interesting management balancing.
Yeah, so you gotta you can kill a bunch of enemies, but then you're like, oh crap, they're all gonna come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Gotta pace yourself.
Yeah, so then my final recommendation...
Your real recommendation?
Yeah, is Wario Land Shake It on the Wii.
Oh.
I haven't heard about that in forever.
Yeah, see, people don't remember it. It's a great, great game. Like, I'm a big fan of Wario, but that's gotta be, like, one of the best Wario games
If I remember correctly, it looks really nice, too.
It looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, it looks better than animes that are coming out now. But it has like an anime kind of art style.
That's not necessarily saying.
No, but it looks gorgeous. Like it looks like it shouldn't work on the Wii. That's how nice it looks.
Yeah.
I've seen games on other consoles, more powerful consoles, trying to do the same thing. It doesn't look as good because I think they're actually technically sprites. But like no, I don't know. It's ridiculous. And it, like the cutscenes. Art style is the same exact art style as when you're playing. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's it's your classic Wario platforming. It's not too easy. It's not too hard.
Mm-hmm. And you get to collect a bunch of money.
Yeah, and I mean, it's got waggle, so that's a weird thing. Like, it's the tilting.
I mean, the title kind of gives it away.
Yeah, like you do that thing where you tilt the Wii remote to make it like kind of like a NES layout. And then you like grab bags of money and you shake the controller and like you shake the bag of money so it flies everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very great Wario game. I mean, my favorite is still the Virtual Boy one. But as far as quality, that's easily...
As far as not hurting your head when you play it.
But graphics, guys, it don't matter.
Yeah, see, the graphics are great, but it's a solid game.
It's that when the graphics literally hurt your eyes...
Yeah.
Such as on the Virtual Boy, then maybe you can, use that as an excuse.
Yeah, like I will defend the Virtual Boy, but I also agree with a lot of the stuff people are saying that sucks about it. Mm-hmm. There's only like 20 games, but, like 5 of them are really good, and like 2 of them are broken, but other than that, it's fine.
They're broken. That's nice.
Yeah, like one of them literally barely makes any sense.
Oh my gosh.
Like there's a password screen. Or no, there's no password screen. It gives you a password at the end of a thing, of the levels.
It doesn't give you a password
There's nowhere to enter the password. Like, they put in the password system.
You have to, like, find some kind of debug mode just to enter the password.
Yeah, and it's a whole thing. And the game itself isn't even that fun. Like, it's some sort of puzzle game, but it's not a good one.
That's nice.
Anyways, so there you go. Wario Land, Shake It, Shatterhand, if you get the chance.
Yeah.
And, Henry Hatsworth as well.
Yeah.
Great games.
All right. So, what do you have to recommend for us?
Music.
Wow.
Music.
To the surprise of no one. Yay.
Yeah, I tried to, fill in for your music recommendation last time because I recommended Undertale and its soundtrack. Because it's got a good soundtrack.
It does.
Yeah. So, what music are you recommending today?
It depends. Do you guys...
It depends.
Yeah? Are you guys feeling more prog, or are you guys feeling more desert rock?
I'm gonna go with prog.
I'm not sure what desert rock is, so...
It's not great. I don't know, it's not for me.
Like Caius and Queens of the Stone Age. stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm shrugging right now.
Everything Josh Holmes ever touched.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is either. Anyway, go on.
There's this band called Thank You Scientist.
Okay.
And
I've heard of them.
they just released a new album.
Oh, wow.
At the end of last month.
Cool.
And it's pretty good. It's called Stranger Heads Prevail. And it's like prog metal, but mixed in with brass instruments.
That sounds neat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bunch of dudes making prog music with brass instruments. The first album is also pretty good.
That's cool.
It's on Spotify.
Do they have a lot of albums or?
They have 2, technically 3.
Yeah.
The Maps of Non-Existent Places, I think is the name. Yep. Maps of Non-Existent Places, technically better, in my opinion,
Yeah.
than the new one. But if you listen to the new one, you'll love the old one too. So
Cool.
All right.
Well, definitely have to give that a listen. My recommendation is not an anime. Again, for
Is
the
it
second
Monster
time.
Hunter?
It's not Monster Hunter
Oh.
I don't know what to think anymore.
either. I'm recommending Chibi-Robo.
Oh, there you go.
Weirdly, we mentioned Ziplash earlier, and I was like, well, okay. But,
Nice.
yeah. Chibi-Robo, it's a GameCube game, and it's kind of like a 3D adventure platformy type thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basically, you're this little robot that gets bought by a family for their little girl's birthday, and your job is to clean the house and make people happy. And then, people aren't very happy because it's like a normal American family, and they're like, they have problems. And then you fix all their problems.
Yeah, isn't there?
It's just really nice.
Yeah, don't they have like an Ultraman type character in it?
Yeah. They have so many characters referencing so many things.
Yeah.
They've got like this platoon of like egg guys that are all hard boiled and they're like these military dudes.
Right.
They've just got so much great stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just a really great game, and I don't know, you don't hear too much about Chibi-Robo, especially nowadays.
Yeah,
with
they
how
kinda-
they tried to like run it into the ground with Ziplash.
they kind of boned the whole franchise there.
Yeah,
I guess people don't like it. Whatever.
I mean, they've been doing ones, like they did a 3DS one that involves the camera, which felt kind of gimmicky, but it was like, it's still kind of Chibi-Robo. And then they did like one on DS, I think, that was Park Patrol, and that was like less good. But like the GameCube one is just so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the few GameCube games that I beat as a kid. So, it's definitely quite good. Very much highly recommend it.
All right.
Yeah. So that's it for our recommendations
Yeah.
and questions and everything.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget to send us questions
Oh yes! Thank goodness you're here to remind us to do this.
at our hashtag that I totally know, but I'll let you say.
It's hashtag UpTooLateQ. Q is in the letter. Don't put that last part in the hashtag. We also have an email address where you can send us emails directly, which is UpTooLatePodcast@gmail.com. Or you can leave it in the comments wherever you're listening to this. It's probably somewhere we posted it. Otherwise, like, how did this happen? So, yeah, send us your questions, even if they're ridiculous. As you can tell, we like the ridiculous ones.
Yeah, we've answered some bad questions on purpose.
Exactly.
All right, so that about wraps up this podcast.
Yes, so that is it for episode 5 of Up Too Late. My name is Liz. You can find me on Twitter at banndsand.
I'm Cap. You can find me places, probably in the description.
Cool.
Might be changing my name to Large Pool Noodle. Be on the lookout for
I
that.
thought it was Large Pool Daddy.
I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I've started entering local tournaments as Large Pool Noodle.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you... Wow. This is getting serious.
I know. Like, I'm really thinking of going through with this.
Wow.
All right.
I like Large Pool Daddy, though. It makes no sense at all.
Yeah, but Large Pool Noodle gives you, like, such a, like, a vivid idea
I don't know.
of, like, a pool noodle in your head.
It just kind of sounds like a double entendre, you know?
But it's not.
All right, then.
All right, and you can find me on the podcast Comics, Films, Life.
Yes. See, I just kind of picture like a daddy long legs made of pool noodles.
That had never crossed my mind.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
never
great?
crossed my mind either.
That would be gross.
Wouldn't that be amazing? amazing?
No.
No, not like a literal daddy long legs, but like, one that's just like made of foam.
Spiders.
It'd be so cool.
All right, we're gonna end this podcast.
Yeah. I just wanted to add that. All right, we'll see you guys next fortnight for Up Too Late. Have a good fortnight.
Yeah.
Good couple of weeks.
Oh yeah. Nice few days of weeks.
Time.